And we are live. Sebastian's computer sucks. So now I am streaming these games. I think we're still live. What's the name? Panda will give me the confirmation one way or the other, and then I'll need a sound
Yeah, we're
check.
live. Yeah, we're live.
So we are good to go. We're getting in this picks and bans are already done because we've missed all of that. We're gonna get into champion select here, be able to kind of analyze the teams there a little bit. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we are back
Well,
and ready
now I'm just
to
mad.
go.
Yeah, it might be guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening to my OBS. So anyway, so on the side of Team Goldie and Silver Dwarves, automatically we see a Zac ban. I mean, that's a given. A Hecarim ban still coming out from honestly speaking, from Team Goldie and the Silver Dwarves.
Seems you left your
Don't really have
brave.
to change anything at this
Draven
point.
out.
Bans stay the same because it's apparent now that they may not go for the same comp. And meanwhile, on the other side for Team Vi, a
Foolish
Scion,
child.
a Draven, and a Zac ban coming out. So one of the two most influential champions that was in Game 1, that were in Game 1, being banned away. I think that's a great move. Garfield Juice being put on. I don't think he plays the Scion exclusively. He has played the Jax before, and he's done some really good work on the Jax. Going into a Rumble, I don't really see it. Nautilus, actually. Okay. All right. So that makes a little bit more sense. And then Chudo not being able to go on his premier Zac. I don't know why the Zac wasn't banned the last game as well. So that's pretty interesting.
Maybe they shouldn't expect him to prioritize it so hard. I don't know.
Possibly,
it is
but
like his champion that he plays the most, so that
yeah,
is
exactly.
interesting. But yeah, at the same time, maybe they just felt that there were other things that took priority. I don't really know, but it is banned out this game, so we're gonna see what he does bring out. What is that real? Did he actually pick that? I'm confused. He actually picked Master Yi. Holy crap! I'm excited.
Oh,
Holy crap!
Night Blue, why do you do this?
Vigor.
Vigor against Vigor.
Nautilus. That's a fun composition to watch.
No. Yeah, so they definitely already have the CC that they had from last game. Maybe not the Zac, the tankiness from the Zac, but no shortage of CC. Team Vi opting for a more standard a more standard team comp this time around. Not really going with a theme here because they are going to try and get that W. General Dill on that Orianna. I'm actually really, really excited because now you have the ball delivery system from the Vi, I believe the Assault and Battery. That can, she just picks. She doesn't have to pick off a particular target. She can just pick a target that's in the middle of their team and automatically get that Orianna ball on her. And the potential of a 5-man ultimate is really, really strong. So I really, really like that team call. Sadistic on Twitch. That is his most played champion. I've seen him do some major work on it as well. Personally, whenever we played against them, that was banned every single time. That was banned both times. So I'm really excited to see what he can actually do on the Twitch this time around.
Yeah, I mean, it is. They first picked it from what I saw from Champion Select, knowing that it is his champion that he has the most experience on and is most comfortable on. So that'll be good for them. I mean, they do have a very well-rounded team comp on Team Vi. It seems like this situation now in which they are like, screw everything we just did. We're completely revamping everything, and we're just gonna come out with a completely new team composition that they think is gonna be way more effective. It does seem like a more balanced team comp than the last one. More, you can see where they have more damage. So it's going to be interesting. Dill is running the Cleanse and Orianna for that Vigor stun. Overall, though, on the opposite side, Goldie and the Silver Dwarves have different team comp, essentially the same, though, in the sense of their roles. Other than the big difference being Chudo was on Master Yi now. Not sure how that's going to work out against a team that has tons of CC, but we'll see its effectiveness, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't. You see, like this is more standard. This is a more standard team comp coming out from both of them. because you do have a lot of the CC coming out from the Vygar that the zoning potential from the Vygar is going to be absolutely huge. Garfield Juice.
Wait a second. Oh
What's up?
no. On Shantae took
Well,
Smite
Shantae had
mid.
Smite.
Is that an accident?
You know,
Are we gonna
generally
get
I would think that you would try to farm with the try to farm with the Q and not the Smite.
Are we gonna get a remake?
Um,
I would allow it. I wouldn't mind it. Just for one summoner spell, I'd be okay with it. I mean, that Smite mid's a big impairment. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. He had plenty of time to change it. Maybe maybe it's on purpose.
I don't know.
Anyway,
It
let's
says
break
they're in game, so I guess they're just rolling with it.
let's break down team comps here. So, what are your thoughts on Team Vi's picks?
Team Vi has a lot of it's a pick comp from what I'm seeing. You have front lash on the Rumble that's going to be able to do some major damage, especially if they fight in the jungle. You have the ball delivery system coming out from Sir Everett's on the Vi with the Assault and Battery and the Orianna Shockwave, as well as just the zoning damage coming out from Orianna as well. I mean, you yourself know how crucial that can be, especially mid to late game, clearing those waves and especially picking off their carries.
Champion, to be honest.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then you have the 1v1 potential from Sadistic as well with the Twitch. What is it? It's not Rat-a-tat-tat anymore. What is it? It's no, it is Rat-a-tat-tat, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to be Spray and Pray.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the Rat-a-tat-tat coming out from Twitch is going to be really crucial as well, especially if he can try and get as many targets lined up as possible. So, I mean, he had some really, really good positioning with the Miss Fortune game one. In fact, I can almost say that it was almost spot on because he was never alone. He was always near someone that could peel for him in a moment's notice. So I definitely don't doubt that he can do some major work on this Twitch, and maybe that's why he was so effective on that Miss Fortune, was because of the fact that he plays a lot of Twitch, which, you know, really, really has to handle positioning exceptionally well. And on the other side, with Team Goldie and the Silver Dwarves, they have a lot of zone potential that you cannot, you can't really get away from. But that's really all they have in reality. You have the Nautilus that can engage, and you have the Leona ultimate that, possibly could get the Orianna and the Twitch. So it's really going to be up to Leona and the Vygar, in my honest opinion, to get that assassination off as quick as possible. Like, as soon as Leona hits somebody with the ultimate to get the stun, Veigar needs to come up and pull out a full combo to try and delete that champion, no matter who it is. Hopefully it's a carry at that point, as fast as possible. Get them into that 4v5 situation to make them a lot more favorable and be able to take control of the map, especially early. So, and also another thing to note, Veigar is an infinitely scaling champ. So the more time you give that Veigar, the more the more the assassination potential comes along, to where, hey, if he lands one event horizon, on General Dill and Brianna, or Sadistic on the Twitch, then they're gone. That's it. They're erased from the map. Honestly speaking, if I'm Team Vi, I'm going to have to be looking to end this game at around the 30 to 35 minute mark. If not, it's going to get increasingly difficult, because they do have that Master Yi and they do have that Veigar, which scales so well. And then Jhin is always going to be a threat no matter what. Doesn't really fall off late. And then Nautilus, being the constant threat. And, he gets so bulky in the late game that it's not even funny. So I'm definitely going to be looking for Team Vi to win this game around the 30-minute mark. If not, the more every 5 minutes is going to be closer and closer to defeat, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. I gotta edit my settings here because this computer sucks.
Not my computer, my OBS.
Yeah, let's see if that's good to go.
Also, there's a black screen.
Looks like we are good to go now. Yeah, I really am looking for Sadistic to get ahead on this Twitch. Last game he did have a very, and with that in mind, Front Lash and Sadistic. Last game it did seem like they were behind, but you know this time we are looking for a possibility. I mean, do seem to be on champions they more comfortable on, so hopefully they are able to make plays with it. I'm not sure, you know, if they necessarily know the matchups very well. I mean, Jin is picked every single game nowadays, but Sadistic really needs to go off on this Twitch. He got his comfort pick. Now we need to see him do something with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he has that comfort. He has that comfort pick. So, you know, it just a lot of people just have their comfort picks now instead of Chudo. But it'll be interesting to see Vigar being.
Why do you think Vigar took Smite?
I honestly think it's I honestly think it. But they're just saying, hey, you know, we'll just roll with it.
It wasn't a mistake.
I mean,
It was confirmed it was on purpose.
confirmed from who?
They said it in chat right now, and they said it in Twitch chat. I don't know, maybe confirm extra barons, giving blue buff to Vigar quicker. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
For
Maybe.
securing like objectives, I suppose. Now, if Team Vi steals Baron, we are gonna forever, ever flame GDS. That's all I'm saying.
Actually, you know something? He could go Red Smite to help with that burst potential.
He would need to build the jungle item though.
I mean, that's why you have the Smite.
Why is that working?
Why else
though?
would you have this?
Why would
I mean,
you,
you,
building
I
that
mean, you
jungle
would have to
item
build a
on Vigar,
Luden's.
You would lose so much damage.
You wouldn't have to build a Luden's Echo at that point because you get the Echo passive for free off.
Yeah, but
the
you don't get the needlessly large rod, which is why you built the Ludens in the first place.
Look, man, I honestly have no idea why he took.
We're just trying to justify it. At this point.
Exactly, that's all I'm saying. I don't know what the man's planning. You don't know what the man's planning. At this point, it's free game. I mean, how do you cast that?
Yeah, I don't even know. I have no idea. I'm excited to see it though. But yeah, I think another thing is going to be Frontlash Roy is going to hopefully have a better game than last game.
Absolutely.
To be blatantly honest, he got stomped a little bit by Garfield. It didn't seem like he was very comfortable in the Kled. It seemed like he was picking it just more for the team composition. So now that we have him on champion, he definitely already seems to be more comfortable on this Rumble. I mean, putting in nice work on Garfield Juice in the top lane, getting serious damage down. Garfield with a hook, and the damage might be first blood for Frontlash. Oh, he does turn around last second. Looks like bottom lane's going in for an engage here, though. Failing Man gonna try to get that last crit. Not gonna be able to get it off. Good damage coming out from the team of GSD, though. But yeah, I mean, I really want to see Frontlash go off, and it looks like we could see a potential gank top lane.
Oh, I don't have to worry about all the settings. Make sure you press A in team fights.
Yeah, looks like the damage is coming down here. Sir Everett's is by himself, though. Chudo is going in. The damage does have double buffs. Here's Ashante with the follow-up. Nice flash, but they get the kill going over to Chudo still.
Red buff supplied.
Oh, nice dredge line from Garfield. Securing the kill. That's 2 kills right there. Oh, excuse me. I just screwed up. That's 2 kills right there going out for GSD already. Picking up those early first blood. And a kill going over for Chudo. That's going to be very beneficial. Ooh, Ashante almost dying, but nice getting the stun out to protect Dill. But getting Chudo ahead, that's going to be huge. Your Fed Master E is nothing to joke about.
Oh, absolutely. Especially this early into the game. Really, you're not going to be looking for you to do any damage up until the 20 to 25 minute mark. But hey, you know, if he can get a couple more kills under his belt, it may be... You know, it may be substantially earlier until he becomes a threat. And that's just something that, like I said before, that Team Vi is just really not going to need because they need to get this early game on lock and they need to absolutely... try and stop this early game to try and finish this game out as quick as possible.
Slam coming up from Miriam coming out. Family Man does get the snare onto him, though. Still trying to turn this. Meanwhile, at the same time, just getting the expunge damage coming out. Garfield Juice in a very nice trade top lane. Frontlash does overheat, but it looks like he's going to be able to get out of it, no problem.
Is Garfield just going for the Righteous Glory outright with that Ruby Crystal and the Sapphire Crystal?
Not by Rod of Ages.
Rod of Ages on Nautilus? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it could be worse. It does have AP ratios, and it gives you health and mana. Meanwhile, Chudo was also invading Sir Everett's jungle, not even caring. like, whatever, I'll just invade wherever I want to invade. Doing some nice work over there. You know, honestly, I'm excited to see this Vigard E-Comp, and Frontlash is going in for the kill here. Does still have his Overlash Q damage. It comes in. Is he going to be enough? Does get the kill, but Chudo's like, hey, thanks for the free kill. Like, I'll take a kill on our Nautilus for a kill on our Master Yi. No problem.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll take those trades.
Oh, absolutely. I think what's the gold button? V? No.
X.
X. Yeah, I mean, Master Yi already with 26 is gonna be able to get that jungle item a little bit early. So you know, the faster he just finishes that jungle item, the faster he can start building some actual damage and like substantial items to get him into that mid game.
Zenith Blade coming out into the snare. Sadistic is going to have back off of this. Miriam does get the stun though. Sadistic is chasing this, does have the expunge. Opts to use it, doesn't get enough damage though. Poison's still building on Hoagie. He's going to have to back out of this. But good damage coming out from Sadistic. Gonna see from my boy Gnarls, I'm Silver 3, Barkley coming out with the Nautilus. Roa is horrible. So we'll see how that works out.
Says him.
Gnarls, Silver 3, Barkley. Nah, I'm just giving him a hard time. You know, it is a lot of damage early on, or excuse me, it is more damage early on. It is a little bit more sustained because you get the the catalyst. But regardless, Sunfire might be better in this situation, might help the farm a little bit. But let's see what's gonna happen here. This could be an early dragon for GSD because they do have the double smite.
Hell, if anything, I would think that maybe a ZZ Rot would be a better item against this lane because you do get a lot of that armor as well as magic resist, especially early. So ZZ Rot not exactly the worst tank item, definitely better than Rod of Ages, I have to agree.
I mean, it could be, yeah, it could be worse, but it's. I guess he's just trying to honestly get a little more AP on his side. I want to see GSD go for this early dragon though.
Oh.
Garfield's coming out with the damage. Frontlash overheated and took a lot there. Doesn't have any health potions. Neither does Garfield Juice. Maybe Chudo can make his way up there. There is no vision for Frontlash coming up. He does have TP. Garfield Juice does have it in about 20 seconds. Chudo does seem to be trying to make a kill. Oh, walks over a control ward though. Frontlash is still going in.
Oh, he's gonna overheat
from Garfield Juice. Oh, Flame Horizon! He's zoning him with the flash auto attack because enough from Nautilus to get the kill. Playing that so well. Frontlash used the Flame Horizon to zone Garfield from backing out, but because he did that, Garfield knew he could go in with the auto attack E combo to get that execute kill.
Absolutely. I think it would have been a lot better to use it defensively in that situation and try and trade the kill rather than be a little bit greedy and trying to outright kill him and using it for a zone. And I honestly think he didn't try to use it for a zone. I think he tried to just hit him with it to try and force him out of the lane, but he ended up missing and ended up getting punished pretty hard for it.
Eric's like, man, Roa top is so bad. Meanwhile, Nautilus is sitting 2-1-2. Eric, write down some notes, baby. Bring it to our
Absolutely.
team, I'm sick of seeing you feed on Maokai. Amen. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'll take a name into that too.
Oh, Sadistic is coming in. He does have his Rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, nice Zenith Blade from Hoagie. They do get the snare down. Jin does have his ultimate, though. They could be trying to do something. Meanwhile, at the same time, there's damage going on top. Chudo is ulting, getting this damage on the Frontlash. Frontlash is going to flash over the wall. Oh, he does get the kill with the red buff before he's able to go down. Sir Everett is coming in now. Oh, not going to be able to get enough. Nice kill from Chudo coming out. 3-0 on this Yi, getting very far ahead.
Yeah, he's more or less.
The stun from Enchante. Oh, the flash from Dill. Just missing a shockwave. So well played. So close to picking that, but kill. That would have been a very nice pickup for Dill. But regardless, nothing coming out of that. Just burning flashes on both sides. Man, that would have been a sweet shockwave.
That would have been absolutely amazing, but Ashante being nimble with the fingers there, able to flash out of the shockwave. Also, he got a poacher smite, so he ended up building that jump, like you were saying. Like
for the warding though. Oh, Sir Everett is going in on this top. Does use the Vault Breaker. Still trying to use. He does use the ultimate on Garfield. I mean, it is a Nautilus. The Flame Horizon comes out for the slow. Garfield 5 lines away. He's able to live. Not even close, baby. Not even close. Garfield's like, I knew that. I calculated it. I had the math going in my head whole time. I calculated the damage numbers. I knew I was going to live that.
You know
Very
something?
lucky, though.
That awkward moment when those couple of trades that he did with the I forget what it's called. The wave.
The way
The Riptide. In reality, that ended up saving his life. So Roa actually coming in clutch.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Roa's actually coming in
it
clutch
was
for
a
Garfield.
nice equalizer. Chudo's going to try to dive this. Flash doesn't have his ultimate. Sir Everett comes in with the Flash Q. Vault Breaker damage. Still chasing this down. The nice Harpoon slow. That's going to be a kill into Garfield. He's going to go down now. The dress.
Okay.
I would have lost it. I would have lost
Alright,
it.
we need to calm down.
I would have lost
We need
it.
to- we need to
Dill is
freaking calm
roaming
down.
bottom lane, though. They do have the cow bottle delivery system. Oh, Veer is up top right now.
Trying to
He
make
is sitting
something
on a
happen.
ward, so they know he's there. Looks like he's still going to try to do something, though. No, just going to opt to back out of this. But that equalizer from Frontlash, it was well placed on the team in the back, but Garfield just got so lucky. You know, getting his shield to survive, and then getting that Riptide slow, just able to basically get away pretty easily as Nautilus.
Yeah, absolutely. And like
an
this,
opt for Dragon?
it's
They
not.
don't have their jungler. What are you doing, guys? Get out of
I mean-
there. Oh, no. Here comes the Kurt. Okay. Garfield Juice is here now, though.
Well, that'll give time for Frontlash to
was
to stay
interesting.
top and be able to farm up a little
Neither
bit.
team has their jungler, but they're insistent on going for Dragon.
Yeah, but here's the difference: is that Sir Everett is actually making his way down to the dragon. Meanwhile, Pluto is trying to get a kill over here on Frontlash.
Looks like he's going to be able to pick this one up. Let's see what's going on with Dragon, though. Oh, a shockwave coming out of the two of them at the same time. Nice ultimate from Leona getting the backline, though. But they're still going to be able to just back out of this. Kill coming over to Dill on that Leona.
Ooh, Shantae.
Chudo did pick up that kill, and Shantae's just trying to distract this Baron, or excuse me, Dragon. Looks like Team Bias is going to try to get this Dragon on. Shantae's still there. Keep in mind, he does have Smite. They're trying to zone him out of this, but he's just... No, they're going to get him out of this. It looks like they're going to get Dragon, no problem. Shantae is determined to do something here.
I mean, he has the smite. Why not?
The stun's coming out, not going to hit
Oh,
anybody.
you know something? We actually didn't talk about this. In
Uh-oh.
reality,
Equalizer coming out top. The Harpoon slows from Frontlash. This could be a kill from Frontlash. Very nicely played. Zoning him over with the Equalizer. Coming out with that Harpoon and flame damage. Well played for that Rumble kill.
absolutely. So something that we didn't talk about is that in reality, they did have a jungler with them in that fight. Chudo doesn't have to be in the jungle objectives because Ashante does have that smite. So in reality, Chudo can opt for the split push and, you know, not really have to be in the Baron or the Dragon area because of that fact. So
Yeah, Shantae
That's
wasn't there at the
interesting.
start of the fight, though, unfortunately. But you are right.
Yeah. But that's still what I'm saying is that, you know, Chudo doesn't have to be present for the
Right.
Baron. He doesn't have to be present for the Dragon. And at the same time,
Well,
you know, just
you'd be hoping
because
Chudo's present for the Baron. But
well,
yeah,
I mean, of course, but like, say they get a pick on Chudo, well, they still run the risk of losing that Baron or the Dragon because of the
Yeah,
fact
you're
that Ashante does have the smite. So they have to pick off two members in order to safely, quote unquote, safely gain those objectives.
Garfield coming up with the dredge line here, trying to get this damage on him. Could see a potential judo gank top. He is coming in. Frontlash does not have any vision on him. He did just put a ward in that river bush. Chudo does have his ultimate, though. Trying to do something. The ultimate's coming out from Garfield. They are chasing this down. Dusting on the Frontlash. He is overheated. Ooh, dodging the dredge line with a nice flash. But, you know, that was worth. Good gank coming out from Chudo, able to burn that flash. Looks like Sir Everett is coming down bottom lane, but GDS knows it's there, and they're just going to opt to back out bottom lane.
Yeah, absolutely. So a flash for an ultimate, never a bad trade, especially now because Chudo can actually come back up to the top lane and make something happen. General Dill had great positioning. Ooh, great flash over there by Family Man, missing the assault and the Vault Breaker.
Dill is in the middle of a stun right now.
Oh,
Here comes Chudo.
with
He's
the red
ulting.
buff.
The exhaust down. One auto attack. Two. Oh, he dodges the shockwave. Chudo chomp coming in mid lane. I don't even know if he's gonna finish it off because my camera panned away. Excuse me. But he did not get it though. Some serious judo chop, dodging that shockwave from Dill, but not able to get anything off of it. But that was nicely played.
Yeah, absolutely. Great idea there by Chudo, and that's honestly why he
he's
went
coming
so
down
aggressive.
bottom now too. Oh, excuse me, I can't control his camera at all. Man, if only we had someone streaming that knew how to do that. Savage.
Very. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Sebastian's tilted because his computer sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Looks like they could be making a gank here, top lane. Shante is coming up for the possible gank. He's coming around. He's not been spotted so far.
He does have his ultimate.
Garfield does not have his ultimate though. He's taking a lot of damage from this overheat front lash on Shante. Not even a chance. Just gonna get that execute with this ultimate for Viger. Stacking his Q a little bit there. Oh, the WQ combo from Alistar. Hoagie's gonna CC a Sadistic on the backline. Family Man's taking a lot of damage from his Alistar alone. Rat-a-tat-tat with the ultimate from Leona, able to hold him in place. Exhaust was burned from Miriam. So that's damage that's gonna be avoided there. But at the same time, gotta give that a win to Team GDS there. You know, the exhaust was burned, but nothing was given for Team Vi.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Also, the lack of Chudo getting picked off
Chudo
here.
is level 10. He does ult, but the ultimate from Vi as well. The shockwave combo from Ori, but Chudo! Chudo chops Sir Everett. He's still coming in. General Dill doesn't have a shockwave. Doesn't even matter. QW combo from General Dill. Able to finish it off. It looks like Anshante is going to go next. Easy kill pickups for General Dill. No chance there for Anshante. A little bit underestimating that Orianna damage.
Yeah, I don't think he. I think that as soon as he saw that the shockwave was offline, that he was able to just, going to be able to waltz in there. But General Dill being able to make that command.
This could be a kill for GDS though. Yep,
yeah,
it's coming out. Oh, the current call. Is he get the last one? Oh, that's not enough though. But it doesn't.
Oh no, he missed the pulverize.
Is he gonna live? He's gonna live. So. Not even close, baby. Oh. Nice try there on the W. Oh, but he gets the dredge line. But Garfield Juice is by himself diving a tier 2 turret.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like. Yeah. So it's unfortunate because the Raptors there actually ran so much interference, so Garfield Juice couldn't exactly make a safe dredge line pick.
Charging up. He's walking into the bush though. Oh, the W coming out from Jin to hold him in place. The ultimate Sadistic, so he can't do anything. The double person shockwave coming out from Dill in the back line. Able to pick up those 2 kills there for Sadistic. Nice shockwave confirming that kill. Sir Everett doesn't have enough though. He's taking Sadistic is coming in. Looks like we're not gonna know though. Still, meanwhile, Chudo's going in top, able to get this kill on the front lash. Chudo is 6-2 right now, trying to carry this game.
And he's doing a really, really good job of it, actually, because, the thing is that Master Yi 6-2 is going to be able to be so relevant, especially this early into the game. Sir Everett's getting caught out, half health off of 1 rotation, not even using the ultimate. And like I said, the fact that Chudo is able to get off, and this Master Yi is going to be putting out so much damage, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And then, you have Ashante in the back that's already doing some significant burst damage. He only has a Rod of Ages. He hasn't really hit the high AP items at this point.
Oh, excuse me, he does have a tractor's knife. Thanks.
I already said that.
You said he only has a Rod of Ages, alright?
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, he has the poach. God, I'm sorry. I'm not used to a mid laner having jungle smite, but as I was saying, so Chudo being a threat this early into the game is absolutely massive right now for Goldie and the Silver Dwarves, because in reality that's what they needed him to be at this point. Now, granted, maybe the Vigar would have done a little bit better with those kills. Garfield Juice 2 and 4, not really putting up the scoreline that he did last game, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to be tanky. He's going to be a tanky force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, I would have rather him use something else other than the Rod of Ages, but Merlin actually getting caught.
Gonna have to ult? No, he's fine. See, I mean, at this time, Team Vi has 2 dragons, the only 2 dragons that have spawned. But GSD has 2 smites. Why are they not contesting? Oh, Front Lash is just gonna get this kill onto Garfield. It looks like that Roa's not gonna give him enough tankiness to survive that dive.
You know, you say that.
Oh, but Front Lash missing the equalizer. Oh, but here comes Chudo. Garfield does send him into tower. Looks like he's gonna pick this kill up.
Trade,
Chudo,
yeah.
that's a good, might have been a situation in which I wanted to give the kill to Chudo, but at the same time, Sadistic's going in there. Oh, the expunge damage on the Family Man, finishing him off. See you later, Alec Gamer.
Shantae.
Nice damage from that Twitch. Very well played there, knowing exactly how much damage this expunge would do. This is exactly what I was talking about, putting Sadistic on a champion he's most comfortable on, and he's going to help. He's going to work, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the reasons why it's always banned against him, is because, like I said, his positioning is just really, really good. A little bit confusing on why Family Man actually walked back into range of the expunge. And he also did have heal and flash. I guess he really underestimated the damage coming out from there. But still, really, really nice work from Sadistic. Using the Rat-a-tat-tat to its full extent, getting a couple of collaterals there to be able to get the maximum amount of damage. So good job.
We need to see Chudo go off at this point, man.
Yeah, whether it be, split pushing to get objectives or, just getting picks left and right. But honestly, right now, Team Vi isn't exactly the easiest team to pick off right now. I mean, you have the Alistar, you have Sadistic, who right now is 3-0 on the Twitch with 2 items.
Here comes the charge up from Everts. They do have vision on him, though. He's sitting right on top of a ward.
Yeah, so Chudo really has limited targets right now to try and assassinate. I mean, you could still go for Front Lash. He doesn't have a lot of tank stats on him just yet. So you can definitely look at that, but honestly, you're going to be trying to look for the Orianna and the Twitch, who's going to be sitting behind an Alistar, a Vi, and a Rumble.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, ooh.
He doesn't have that damage, though. He went with the Rod of Age's Poacher's Knife start. He has no damage on this Vigor, and he went Merc Treads. He has nothing. He has no ability power damage. Let me see. Can we see how much his Q is stacked? Is that a thing I can do?
I believe so. It is right now. It is stacked
ability power. I mean, that's nice, but like at the same time.
181. It's 181 actually.
181. What?
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
Oh, but the damage is coming out here. Oh, nice ultimate from Garfield. The flash dredge line's coming up, but at the same time, he's still not even getting touched in the back. Oh, current call's coming out. Chudo is going ham on the back line. Vi does ultimate though. Chudo is chasing down Dill. Sir Everett might go down. Oh, a little bit too far behind. Hoki's gonna go down from that equalizer damage from Front Lash. Looks like Garfield's gonna be the next victim here. Family Man is trying to keep him alive. Looks like he's gonna be able to do so, but at the same time, 3-for-1 kills coming out for Team Vi.
Yeah, Chudo actually getting the kill on Sadistic didn't exactly go back to his team to try and get some support, and actually caused Goldie and the Silver Doors to overstep and take all of that equalizer damage from Front Lash, and it ended up costing Hoagie's life. So just a little bit too far from Chudo, not respecting the CC. He did get the kill on Sadistic, but it didn't really turn into much after that, and turned out to be a lost tower. So I mean, Chudo really has to be careful. He gets the assassination, he needs to get out. He needs to be alive for his team to be effective. He is 7-3. No one else is putting up his scoreline right now or putting up the damage that he has. So he has to understand, if he gets at least one assassination, whether it be on the Orion or whether it be on Sadistic on the Twitch, he has to get that assassination, and he has to make sure he lives for the next engage or for the next team fight. He cannot absolutely be on the gray screen, because he's just putting out way too much damage to be able to afford that.
I mean, Team Vi have just such a very good team fighting composition, and it's really going to be hard for Chudo to get in there. I mean, who is he going to kill? And like right now, he's about to get picked off. The Zonya's coming out from Dill. Oh, the shockwave is missed from Dill, and Shantae just doesn't have any damage right now on his Vigor. He went with the smite item because he went smite, and he's just not getting any damage off of it. He goes down again. But Team Vi's team fighting potential is so strong, and the fact that they have this early lead. I mean, you have an 8-kill Rumble. At the same time, he's given up 8 kills, but it doesn't even matter because he's Rumble. So he's able to put in, even his equalizer alone will just put in an immense amount of damage with the Rylai's and Lissandres, whatever it is. Leandres. Why am I putting an S in there? Sounds cool, doesn't it? Lissandres. Yeah, at least that would be cool. But yeah, because that team fight potential with that equalizer there is so strong, there's not much GDS can do about it. The only thing they can really do at this point is just hope that Chudo can possibly, at any cost, kill Sadistic. Or even Dill, but Dill has his Zonias. And Miriam's coming in with a WQ combo, trying to chase this down, maybe being a little bit too aggressive. Leona ultimate is missing. Family Man's gonna go down to that flame burning on him. Chudo's trying to get to this backline, but it's an uneven fight here. Equalizer is only gonna get 2 of them. Oh, Sadistic sitting on the backline, just poking away. The expunge killing Garfield Juice. Super Hoagie getting down to the half health. Very, 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 very nice ultimate from Sadistic on that Twitch, able to pick that backline off.
Yeah, so a completely different story this time around coming out from Team Vi, coming with a little bit more of a normal team comp. They have the peel. They have everything at their disposal now to keep their carry safe. Something that they didn't have in Game 1. Sadistic is having a great time right now playing this Twitch because he's not being forced to burn anything. He's not being forced to really play around any sort of comp. He can just walk in like he's doing now and just absolutely assassinate whatever target he wants. Ashante's not going to be able to get that's the
thing right there. Is Enchante, and a current call coming out a little bit too late. Enchante on Vigor, if a Twitch walks up like that, you should be able to kill him at level 14, 26 minutes into the game. If a Twitch does that, you're like, all right, thanks for the easy kill. But Enchante doesn't have any ability power. He has Aroa and Merc Treads, and now he's building Abyssal possibly. I just really question his build path. I feel like he's honestly just not playing to Vigor's strengths. It looks like they're going to be getting this Baron now. Chudo could come in for a possible steal. No, I'm going to get it too quickly here. The Harpoon damage from Filmlash slowing and putting in serious work there. But yeah, I just don't feel like Enchante's build path is what they need this game. I think that Smite was just misjudged. I think they were trying to do something and it's just not working out for them.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you where Ashante, I think Ashante right now has a mentality, hey, I want to live. But at this point, you can't really build Vygar as a beefy mid laner. He has to be that glass cannon build so to be able to punish those missteps like Sadistic had just then. If he had a Ludens, if he had, replace that Rod of Ages with a Ludens and maybe at least 2 parts to his Rabadon's Death Cap, or maybe something along the lines of a Relanomakon, he would have absolutely just popped Sadistic and been able to get out scotch-free. That's a 1 for 0. That's a 4v5 situation. You can win fights at that point if you delete one of their carries if they misstep just once. It's hard. In a team fight situation, it's hard to keep track of everybody. So he just he's not playing the assassin type style that Veigar is really well known for, and he's paying it right now. He's paying it with that 1-in-3 comp, and he's paying it with that lack of damage.
Dredge on Miriam, gonna back out of there. Chudo's coming after this kill in Fromage. I don't know if he can 1v1 for.
No, yeah, he can. Yeah, he can.
Fromage does have Zonias, doesn't use it though. Current call is coming out for Family Man. Mid lane does opt to stop it though. Looks like he's not gonna get much out of it. This is a 5v4 potential for GSD. They could try to make something of it though.
They have 3 Mountain Drakes, so these towers are actually going to fall pretty fast to Sadistic if he can get those. And plus Baron. So if he can get a couple of shots onto that tower, those towers will start falling relatively fast.
You guys heard it here first. I don't even fucking want to say my phrase anymore. Anyway, you were totally right though. Those 3 Mountain Dragons plus Baron, I mean, they're going to be able to siege. I'm not sure why they didn't go in for that possible 5v4. I guess they just decided that they were like, whatever, we'll just back out,
Well, you always run the risk of Chudo just going into the back line, and you don't have the Rumble equalizer. So actually, a pretty good call coming out from Team Vi.
I speak
in that
goodly,
respect.
Sebastian.
Huh?
I speak goodly.
I mean, yeah, that's right. A couple of beers will do that to you. Oh, Sir Everett actually might get caught. Chudo actually, he does still get hit by the Assault and Battery.
Oh, he's going down though. Oh, Super Hoagie missing his ultimate. Oh, the Shockwave though is missing on the backline. General Dill still getting that slow. A lot of these ultimates have been missed by Super Hoagie that might have been able to turn these fights here. Oh
Family
my
Man is down right there.
gosh, that rat-a-tat damage from Sadistic. Expunge included. See you later. Round trip going home. Man, very nicely played. Sadistic is so far ahead right now. Just crushing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at the farm, the CS lead that he has right now on Family Man. He has just been able, and that's the beautiful part of this team comp right now, is that 4v5 they can still be very successful. Sadistic not going down, Ashante not being able to put down that damage. He didn't even use the Dark Matter. Or I'm sorry, the Primordial Burst.
Oh, nice equalizer. Flashes away for Super Hoagie. Miriam is still committed to this though. Hoagie doesn't go down. At the same time, Chudo's going in on the back line. 1v4. Not going to be able to get anything. The current call's coming out from Jin. This is a very, very, very bad team fight for GST. They're going to want to get out of this. Garfield just going to try to dredge on that there. He's going to go down. This could potentially be 2 inhibs.
Yeah, there's just no damage coming out from the back.
Baby. Yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be an inhib for Team Vi. Maybe get a second one. It might be tough against the Veigar. But it looks like they're going to get this inhib. They're going to try to maybe opt for mid lane. Stun coming out from Veigar is going to miss. Harpoons from front lash is taking some turret shots. They are in a very bad position right now. Are they going to try to back? Are they going to try to go for, I guess they're deciding.
They need to make a decision. Chudo's up in 4 seconds. They can't really.
Jill does get stunned.
Right
Uses the cleanse though. Nice cleanse there.
So you see, all that bulkiness right now from Ashante is not worth anything because Frontlash is just burning through all of it, just with that Liandry's and the Rally's Crystal Scepter, with the Equalizer. So, you know, you now run the risk of not having any damage, and you're an AP carry. A lot of people just keep forgetting that the name of the game is an AP carry. You have no damage that a carry should have right now. So where are you going to find it from? Chudo? Chudo's dying every single time that he goes into a team fight. You know, he traded with Sadistic. That's great, but at that point, what happens then? They still got an inhib off of that because Chudo is the only one doing damage right now. Jin is 0-3 with 2 items. He has lethality, granted, but he's just not able to pierce this front line that is Team Vi right now.
I mean, it goes back to what I said at the beginning of the game. The 2 people they need to go off that did not go off last game are Front Lash and Sadistic. Last game, they seemed to be on champions. They weren't necessarily as comfortable. This game, they are on champions that you can tell they have that comfortability on, and they are just putting in some serious work. These ultimates from both of them have been so crucial to their team's success so far. It allows Dill to kind of do whatever he wants. Get some shockwaves in the back line here and there, heal for his carries. Because of these Twitch and Rumble ults being so on point, it allows the rest of the team to kind of have flexibility with what they want to do. They've been able to not only get picks, but also have very effective team fights as well. Vi is able to get on that back line, not even having to worry about Twitch or Rumble, because they're able to kill the back carries by themselves. On the opposite side of it, GDS, questionable build paths, a little bit questionable positioning. It's kind of put them behind a little bit. They don't have that damage to hold up with that. They don't have that team fight potential that Team Fi has. And it looks like, oh, Dylan knows. Dylan might have seen one of them walk out of the bush. They're still trying to do this, though.
No, they got the question pings on them. They know they're there.
Oh, Miriam is going in by himself. He's going to get stunned up. He does have his Alistar ultimate, though. He does proc it. Here comes Dill in the back line with a 3-man equalizer right into the shockwave. What a play! Oh, my gosh. That ultimate synergy there. The equalizer perfectly placed, and then this shockwave right on top of it. So well played by Team Vi, able to get that clean 4-man kill. And if that wasn't even enough, if that wasn't even close to being enough, Sadistic with a rat-a-tat-tat on the back line, cleaning up those AP carry ultimates so effectively placed. Great team fight for Team Vi, taking game 2.
Absolutely, just a complete 180. And it's amazing what a team comp can do. Facilitate that. Frontlash was able to finally play something that he was just a lot more effective on. And it showed right there, like you said, both Frontlash and Sadistic just making it work for them game 2. And honestly, putting their team in a great position, and just being able to clean up those kills. Very, very nice play. Very, very well played.
Yeah, look at that damage coming out from Front Lash too. Really putting that Rumble to work. Some seriously very nicely placed equalizers on the back line. Leandries Rylais will do that on Rumble. Just crushing the carries of GDS. Very well played for Team Vi. That seemed like a much different game game 2 than it did game 1. Able to take this tie this series up 1-1.
Absolutely.
So now we're waiting for Eric to get that. Oh, he did it already, baby. MVP vote.
He just did it.
So MVP for game 1 we had was Chudo. Game number 2, put your votes in. Let me see what you guys got going. Go ahead and put your votes in. Vote for you who think was MVP of game 2. That is the way we're determining it, off of your votes. So whatever you guys think will be MVP will be MVP. Make sure you vote as well, Sebastian.
Oh, I did. Honestly, so I'm gonna talk about. Honestly, I have to give it to Front Lash. He was just such a force. Game 2, coming away from game 1. Those Rumble equalizers were just on point. His scoreline not exactly the best, 10-10. Definitely could have done with a little bit less dying that game. But I mean, he just put his team in a position to where they can't lose. A very, very well placed, a great placed Rumble equalizer made so much difference, especially in the mid game, and in lane as well. Getting those couple of kills on Garfield Juice with the Nautilus. I mean, I just got to give it to Front Lash there, just really putting in work on that Rumble and making it work.
I think Chudo might have logged off. Let's see if I can message him.
Did he log off?
Looks like it.
Yeah, I think he did.
I sent him a message.
Well, yeah. I mean, if not, then we can try and get one of his other compatriots. Get in here.
So we'll get a little bit more time here. Take another minute or two to finish up your votes for MVP of game 2.
Just Q33, but he couldn't do his job, which was to tank everything. Oh no, that was at the Nautilus actually.
Looks like Chudo's coming on Discord right now, so we'll be able to get that interview with him
Cool.
while the MVP votes finish up. Why don't we get them both in for an interview? Why don't we just talk about both games with them?
I mean, yeah, we can. Well, we have to wait for the vote to
all right, we'll give it
here.
till 12:11. So one more minute here. Get your final votes in. Who you guys think is going to be MVP?
And it's looking like Sadistic is going to be coming in with that Twitch with 4 votes.
Sweet. So just get your votes finished up here. Sebastian, I'm sending you a message on Facebook.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, final vote coming out. Looks like we're going to get the results here. Let's see what we got. Oh, it didn't work. Result? Oh, I think just Q33 needs to do it. Oh, no, it might be, yeah, poll result. There it is. Oh, but it doesn't really matter anyway because we know Sadistic took the MVP vote for game number 2. So, MVP game 1 was Chudo putting in work on that Zach, and MVP game number 2 was your boy Zach on Sadistic on that Twitch. I'm gonna go see if I can snag him for a second. I don't even know if he's on Discord anymore. Let me see if I can send him a message.
I think Agent C is his. Hold on a sec.
All right. Oh yeah, he's here. He's here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him from GP Swag.
All right.
Or from the general chat. All right, he should be here.
Yo, Zach. Chudo, are you here?
I am.
What up, Chudo? Zach, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
cool.
there we go. There we go.
All right, guys. So both of you, respectively, have been chosen as MVP for your respective victories.
That's me. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Don't make me start screaming.
No, we got you, man.
Yo, boy.
All right. So congrats on both of you guys' victories and whatnot. I'm gonna let Greg over here start off the questions.
Sure. So I'm going to start with game one, and I want to hear both of your answers for this one. So game one, and I'd like Zach to answer first. Game
All
number
right.
one, you got Team Vi went with the movement speed team composition that, to be frank, just didn't work out very well. What
Right,
were your
right.
guys' plans for team one or for first game? And then on the counter side, Chudo, how did you guys counter that? So Zach, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay, so our plan was to ban out their their real big poke and their real big team fights, force them into an uncomfortable spot, and try to overrun them with our team composition. Um, what I think happened where it didn't exactly work out for us was they had some really good answers to it, as far as their crowd control picks and their Talia block walling off teams and all that.
All right. So Chudo, on your side, what were your guys' thought process going into that game, knowing that you were going a movement speed comp?
Um, it was more of like a okay. So they have a lot of movement speed. They're probably just going to try and all in us at all the time. So we just really need a lot of disengage to counteract that. And then once all their movement speed is gone, we could probably try and pick them off. Um, so I was a little skeptical of the Scion ban. I was like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I got this." And we totally thought that it was going to be a Quinn top as well. Um, but I think the fact that Quinn was mid was what really helped us. If Quinn was top, we probably would have had a little bit more difficult of a time. But yeah, as soon as we realized Quinn was mid and it was Kled top, we were like, "Oh, all right, this isn't as hard as we thought it would be."
All right, all right. So my question actually for game one, this is going to be a little bit more directed to Zach because I mean the headliner of that game was movement speed, movement speed versus a relatively normal comp. Um, Once you guys started seeing that you weren't able to get the kill to be able to get kills on the misfortune and who was the mid laner? Who was the champion mid laner in that game?
Talia.
Talia.
In the Talia. Once you started realizing that you guys couldn't get kills on those specific carries, why didn't you guys switch up the plan, or what exactly were the thoughts running in your head? Whenever you started losing team fight after team fight after team fight.
Well, once we started to lose our team fights, we kind of wanted to sit back and farm as best as we could, try and catch out somebody in their jungle. But the vision that the other team had was too much for us, and their collapse was just too strong. So it ended up still being 5v5 anyway, no matter what we did.
Oh, okay. And on the other side, Chudo, sort of the anti question from Zach here. Once you guys started to win a lot more of the team fights, you guys had a fed Talia, you guys had a fed Misfortune, and the Scion was absolutely bonkers that game as well. So how exactly did you guys get to really put that whole game? To pretty much like how did you guys wrap that whole game up? Because at any point in time, you guys could have misstepped, once or twice, and they got back into the game. How did you guys keep yourself from from really trying to overdo it?
Yeah, we just really tried to keep ourselves level-headed up until the end. Like you guys were mentioning how it was like a 35-minute game, I think it was. And we were just really going with the slow and steady wins the race mindset. We weren't really going for picks. We were just focused on keeping our lead and making sure that we weren't giving it any picks up ourselves. So up until the end, where there was a Quinn top, we really weren't going too aggressive on like pushing objectives, which I would have liked to have been, but with the way it went, I thought it worked with us not doing anything stupid. So I noticed a lot of people on the other team kind of gets to that point where you start getting desperate to do anything, and as a result, we are able to have a lot of picks.
Yeah, I
Okay.
get that. I get that. That makes sense. Just try to play your team comp for the late game with those two tanks you had going there. So my
Yeah.
question is going to be for game 2, and I have one more after this one. This one specifically at Chudo. Vigra Smite. What was up with it? What was the plan? Why did it
So
not work out like you planned?
I mean, I think Vigar did fine that game. It wasn't too bad. But our whole mindset with Vigar Smite is we've tried it and it works. But basically, you get if you go the what is it, the warding smite, whatever it's called, the green one.
Puncture.
You get wards and then you get runic echoes on it too. So it's like a sightstone and a Luden's echo all in one. So we think it's pretty efficient for what we're trying to use.
So off of that, then, what do you think in game 2 was the thing that was your downfall? Then, what do you guys think in game 2 was the reason that you weren't able to get that win?
It like I think the team fights were my fault, but I think the laning phase we definitely we had a really good lead with map awareness, map pressure, ganking, especially with the double kill. Well, not the double kill. Like 1 kill on me and 1 kill on Nautilus at top. We definitely had like a really good start to the game, but unfortunately, we didn't really translate that into the late game. I think really where I lost it was where I ganked mid lane on Oriana, and I was unable to get the kill, and she got away with like I want to say like 50 or health. And if I had smited her and maybe even just used my cutlass on her, she would have died. And then after that, everything kind of just started to go downhill.
All right, cool. So I'm actually gonna switch it over to Zach, and so Zach, you finally got your Twitch. You finally got the Twitch that everyone's been talking about. I definitely talked about it. It's definitely been on my radar. It was on our radar whenever against you. We banned that Twitch twice. So you finally got that Twitch pick. What was running through your head? In the loading screen? You finally got the Twitch. I really want to make something happen. What were your plans going into that lane versus a Jhin? It was a Jhin Leona. So definitely had the pick potential to try and catch you out, but they didn't really do it. So what was your mindset going into that lane and just going into that game in general with that Twitch pick that you've been wanting for the past split?
Well, I thought to myself, I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna unzip my pants, and I'm gonna let my monster dong land right on their face. No, just I don't know. I've been kind of like biding my time waiting for someone to leave Twitch open, and he's one of my most effective carries. What I like, I don't know, when I pick him something like switches, like my whole play style switches, I get more aggressive. I look for picks. I tried to rotate a few times to mid, but he played too safe. But I think what really did it for me is the fact that the guys that I play with, they're so good as far as team fighting and positioning and doing your job that I could just kind of stand in the back and do what I do. So I wasn't too worried as far as like team fighting with these guys goes, but lane, I was a little worried about the Leona. I'll be honest.
All right, so this is my last question, and this is for both of you guys. So looking forward right now, if we're looking at the standings, you guys are both within 1 point of each other. Bottom 2 teams do not make the playoffs. Top 5 teams or 6 teams do. It's very close coming to the end. Very, very close. A lot of teams are 1 win away from making it, 1 win away from not making it. Pretty much every team is in that range, give or take. So going forward, those 2 games in their respect were, to be honest, pretty one-sided. each one being, respectively. So what do you guys are going to do going forward, or what do you think your team needs to do going forward to make the games that were, a losing side more even, and how is that going to affect your future playoff run? So we'll go ahead and start with Chudo on that one then.
Well, we're not. We're definitely not in a great position right now. So really, I think we've been focusing a lot more on having fun. Really, I think the main issue in our games is, I don't know. I think that the team does really well when it's ahead, but just really doesn't know what to do when it gets behind. So, like a lot of teams, we've seen a lot of games in this series where teams have come out from behind in a time that you don't think they would ever be able to, and we're really yet to see that on our team come out from behind. So I'd like to work on just realizing the smartest decision that you can make, and not necessarily always winning, but just always thinking about the smartest decision that you can make in any given situation.
Hey man, you're one win from making the playoffs. Don't give up hope yet. That's all.
Oh, we're not. We're having fun.
All right, good. That's what I like to hear. I'm glad. All right, and then going over to you, Zach. Other than whipping out your massive dong every game, what are things you guys can do to improve going forward?
Magnum condoms for my monster dong. It's I think one of our biggest problems is we try to do these cool team comps, which are fun to play like against five randoms, but they don't seem to be working too well against actual teams. And it's really important for us. Every first game we get beat, and we're like, you know what, this isn't fun. It's fun to pick something weird out there, but it's also not fun to lose. And then we end up going to our super strong team fighting team comps, and we usually tend to win those games. So I think the biggest thing that we can work on would be to focus on getting our other comps a little bit stronger, like a poke comp, like a sustain comp, those kind of things. If we can get those just a little bit stronger, then we don't have to always resort to just those heavy team fight picks.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's nice to see you both kind of have an idea of what you want to do going forward. So I appreciate that. I appreciate those answers. Sebastian, you got anything?
No, honestly, I think I'm good.
Sweet. Well, congratulations on wins both ways, guys, and your MVP. Go ahead, Zach.
I have a question. Do you think I'm going to get Twitch anymore this split, or are you guys going to just keep banning it?
Depends. Am I going to get Jason any more this split?
I don't know. I didn't ban Jace from you.
I don't know, man.
I let you live.
Maybe if you whip your massive dong out on, like, I don't know, say an Urgot 80 carry, then maybe they won't ban it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations, and then good luck on the rest of your split and going into the playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty then.
Do I leave now?
Yeah, you get out.
Yeah, you
Go
get
put
out.
that Magnum condom on in a different channel. Oh man. All right, so we got 3 weeks left here. Right now, our next match will be
2 weeks left.
3 weeks left. Team captain over here, high quality.
I only have 2 more games.
Do you have a
What are you
bye?
talking about? Just this week.
So, this is the one of the last 3 weeks. So,
Yeah, so
their week was technically from last week. So, including this week, there's 3 weeks left.
Oh, this is their week 6.
This is their week 6. Correct.
Okay, never mind.
So we have still, including
Week
this
7,
week, 3 weeks
9.
left.
Yeah,
Next match will be Friday at 11:30. As of right now, it'll be Grab Them by the Teemo versus Champion Spy Dashin. Make sure you guys give us a follow. Good one. Make sure you guys give us a follow. That's the best way to know if we're streaming, if we're live. Give us a follow. If you're interested in donating, it's below the stream. Also, Nightbot just posted it right now in chat. But other than that, I'm good to go. Sebastian, you got anything else?
Yeah, guys, we actually hit 2K viewers the last time around this past Sunday. So, give everyone that comes in and watches the game every single time give yourself a pat on the back because
Yeah.
definitely can't do this without you guys. 2,100 viewers. I would have never thought we would have hit that number.
Yeah,
I know
agree.
Greg definitely wouldn't have thought that we had hit that number. But yeah, guys, that's absolutely insane. And hey, thanks for always joining us and enjoying the ride with us.
Yeah, seriously, we appreciate that, guys. That's awesome. It really is definitely having these viewers here. It not only kind of is awesome just to have that viewer number, but it also gets me and I know Sebastian hyped as well. It's more fun casting
Absolutely.
it to like a bigger crowd.
Oh, absolutely.
But other than that, this is Gerg7
Light Pulse 94.
and Panda, who's not here right now. But you guys,
Sal's game reviews. Sal's game reviews. Sal's game reviews.
I'll advertise in the chat. Here we
Sal's
go.
Game
Here we go.
Reviews.
All right, well, you guys have a good night. Take care.